Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silent reflection.
Good morning, Needham High School. I'm Lee Senlick.
And I'm Sydney Penny, and welcome to NHS News.
Needham's third annual Needham Talks was held last Thursday in the NHS Auditorium. Let's hear more about this inspiring event.
Needham Talks is an event modeled after TED Talks, where we have two speakers come in to talk about how they have inspired global or local change in their communities.
Needham's Talks started 3 years ago, and it developed out of the Hope Club that I was the faculty advisor of. As a part of that club, we were working to think about how students can become more involved in activating change within their community. So we reached out to local members to talk about how their jobs or careers are able to affect change in the world. So we thought we'd bring those individuals in, share about what their life was when they were in high school and how they worked their way up to a career that not only was fulfilling to them, but also gave back to their community. And so through the years it's evolved, and this year we picked an environmental advocacy group to come, and these individuals have taken their own passion for environmental science and turned that into careers that allow them to give back to their community.
Environmental advocacy is helping to enact change, whether it's through politics or just cultural things to help limit the effects of global warming and make the environment healthier on Earth.
What really influenced us was how prevalent the environmental advocacy and conservation is in the world right now, and especially with elections coming up, you have a lot of talk about global warming, climate change, and everything like that. And we really want to make sure that students who are thinking of going out into the field and getting jobs, going to college to pursue their passions, know that there's so many different ways to explore environmental advocacy. We wanted to show that environmental advocacy is just like the center of a wheel, and you can approach it in so many different ways, and we're definitely going to need that help in the future.
We're beginning to see drastic effects on daily life, whether it's in politics, whether it's in food, and just overall health of people. And we're seeing drastic effects due to climate change now, and it's just going to get worse and worse unless we really step it up and do something about it. Hopefully we'll teach people the truth about it and inspire some people to do some good work in the future.
The NHS Dramatic Society is pleased to present Lee Blessing's absurdly offbeat comedy Fortinbras, which starts off where Hamlet ended. The show is up tomorrow, Friday, May 6th, and Saturday, May 7th, both at 7:30 p.m. in the NHS Auditorium. Tickets will be available at the door with suggested $5 donation. Come support the NHS Dramatic Society and see this hilarious play.
The NHS Fashion Club will be hosting a charity fashion show next Friday, May 20th at 7 p.m. in the high school cafeteria. Admissions is $5 for students, $10 for adults, and all proceeds will go towards benefiting Artists for Humanity. Come to see your friends modeling, have great free food, and to enjoy a night of fun and fashion.
Next Saturday, May 14th at 7:30 p.m., there will be a vocal support concert to benefit the Alzheimer's Association at NHS. This event features NHS a cappella groups The Subway Dwarves, Treble Rebels, and From Out of Nowhere. Special guests include award-winning Boston-based group Sound Off. For more info, go to nhsfriendsofmusic.org. Phew, that was a lot of info. Now we'll go to Zach Kaplan for sports.
Sports.
Thanks, guys. We begin this week with the Needham baseball team continuing to surprise many across the state as the team is 7-2 and still in the top 25 rankings after a big win over previously top 5 Braintree. The boys rugby team had a tough loss to Bishop Hendricken last Wednesday. They traveled to St. John's Prep yesterday. The boys lacrosse team is ranked in the top 10 and are 6-3 on the season. They take on Milton today and will head to St. John's Prep this Saturday. The girls team remains undefeated at 8-0 and remain number 3 in the state. The boys volleyball team is 7-2 after wins over Norwood, Natick, and Braintree. They remain in the top 10 in the state. Boys and girls track both took tough losses to Newton North last week. They competed at the D1 Relays in Lincoln Sudbury last weekend, where the 4x100 team of Ogabor, Capellas, Burnett, and Mesnick, and the 4x mile team of Flanagan, Benner, Turner, and Quinn set school records. The boys finished third overall. Meanwhile, softball is 3-4 on the season. Boys tennis is 5-0, and girls tennis is 3-2. A huge congratulations to the Dream Far team who finished their season with races in Providence this past Sunday. Lindsay McEwen finished the half marathon while Joyce Anglo, Rosen Chatterton, Elsa Konazinski, Allie Partridge, and Sarah Partridge completed the Providence Marathon. Congratulations to all of them, and hats off to you for working through the training this year with grace, teamwork, and tenacity 26.2 miles together. We have our Player of the Week. This week's player from the softball team is senior Julia Ritzy. She had 8 runs batted in and hit a grand slam in a win over Barnstable last weekend. That does it for the weekend sports, but be sure to check back in with us next week. For NHSN Sports, I'm Zach Kaplan.
Thanks, Zach. There's been increasingly more trash around the school. Let's hear more about this littering epidemic.
Hi, I'm Brian Warner, and today we have with us Dan Shapiro, Thomas D'Souza, Liz DiLoretto, Gabe Shannon. And they're here to talk to us about
So basically, we are in this class at the high school called Greater Boston Project, and basically we have this project called the Community Action Project, and our project is dealing with the trash in the upper lot.
Yes, so we noticed there's just excessive amounts of litter, trash, and pollution around the high school, and it shouldn't be that way at all. So we are planning on cleaning it up and making NHS clean again. I don't know if you guys have seen those posters, but they're all over the school. We have made efforts to raise awareness through posters. We're organizing cleanups with students to clean up the trash ourselves, and we have other things cooking up.
So obviously, we can't really just completely take away the trash in the upper lot like that. That's never going to happen. So basically, what we want to do is really raise awareness and have people like know that this is a problem at the school and we can easily fix it.
And we encourage you all to think before you litter, because it's not going anywhere. It's actually accumulating around the tennis courts, and it's not biodegrading. So stop littering.
Make NHS clean again.
thank you for coming on.
Well, that's it for this week.
See you next time on Needham High School News.
The NHS Dramatic Society is pleased to present Lee Blessing's absurdly offbeat comedy Fortinbras, which starts off where Hamlet ended. Should I start again? Sorry, you said Hamilton. Okay.